When everything falls apart, it feels like life is over. You know that feeling? When you sit in the middle of silence and inside there's only emptiness. No job anymore. The relationship is gone. Friends have disappeared somewhere, and you start to feel like you're nobody. But what if I told you this very moment when everything collapsed could become your new beginning? Yes, it's from this darkness that the path to light begins. And today, I'll tell you how pain turns into strength. There was a guy named Andrew. He had a stable job, lived an ordinary life, a paycheck, a rented apartment, friends on weekends, movies, food delivery. Nothing special, but not bad either. Until one day everything turned upside down. He was fired. His girlfriend left. Money, zero. Debts, yes, confidence, gone. He thought, why me? Why all at once? But you know what was the scariest part? Not even losing money. It was losing faith in himself. For a week, he just lay there. He didn't want anything. Not to get up, not to eat, not to answer calls. The world felt alien. And then, one evening, he sat in the kitchen in front of a cup of cold tea and said, "Either I give up or I start from scratch." And in that moment, something clicked inside. It was as if life whispered, "Finally, now we can start rebuilding." He started small, with a simple morning walk. He just went outside and breathed in the air. Then he wrote on a piece of paper, "What can I do?" There wasn't much, but it was enough. He decided to try freelancing. The first week, failure. The second, a little better. After a month, the first clients appeared. After 6 months, he no longer looked for work. He was creating it himself. But it wasn't about the job. It was about him. Inside, he had changed. Every day when he didn't feel like getting up, he remembered that he had already been at rock bottom. And if you've been there, there's nothing left to fear. He realized that the past didn't collapse. It was clearing space for the new. The girl left so he could understand that he first needed to love himself. The job disappeared so he could start doing what truly mattered to him. He lost so he could finally find himself. Be honest. How many times have you stood at the edge yourself? When it felt like everything was against you? When you didn't even have the strength to get out of bed? But later, with time, you looked back and realized, if it weren't for that fall, I wouldn't have become who I am. It's pain that makes us alive. It's loss that teaches us to value. It's the end that opens the beginning. The world loves to test those who are ready to move forward, not because it wants to break them, but because it wants to see how strongly they believe. And when you don't give up, no matter what, the world seems to surrender first. It makes room for those who go all the way. So if you feel like everything is falling apart, don't be afraid. This isn't destruction, it's reconstruction. Your life is simply rebuilding itself for a new version of you, stronger, wiser, more honest. Sometimes you have to lose everything to find yourself. Sometimes you have to fall to understand where to begin your rise. And when you rise again, you won't be the same. You'll be the one who went through the storm and didn't drown. Remember, as long as you're alive, it's not the end. The end only comes when you stop believing. And as long as there's even one spark inside you, one thought saying, I can, anything is possible. When everything collapses, smile. Because maybe it's not a downfall. Maybe the universe just cleared a space for your new beginning.